Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. We past the norm, Norman, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses.
What up, though? It's that nigga Mom, man. So, I was about to make a video about, and I'm still gonna make the video about, you know, how our women are the downfall in this boycott that's going on. Okay? Because they uninformed about the boycott that's going on. Like, it's a lot of them that figured it out in other states. But here, the vast majority of women I talk to personally don't know nothing about the boycott. I talked to a chick. Well, I'm talking about a chick. Before we get into it, like, subscribe, and share so we hit that 100K today. But my friend I have known for years, she, you know, we was on the phone. And as we speaking, she ordered some egg rolls. I'm like, what you got? Asian corned beef? Cause Asian corned beef, I believe that's black owned, right? So she was like, no, I'm at, and I said, I'm like, you at the, you ain't boycotting? She like, oh, hold on, you on speaker. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm laughing and shit because it was crazy. And I'm like, you don't know about the boycott? She's like, no, I don't know nothing. She didn't know nothing about it. And I went to work today. I asked a couple black women there, hey, y'all heard about the boycott? They're unaware of the boycott. You know, and I'm explaining this to them like, okay, I ain't about to go too deep into that. We about to listen to what this lady got to say. I'm gonna put that in my other video. Cause I like, and when we get to the other video, don't be up to tripping like, nigga, you said most of this. Yeah, I don't care. Like, subscribe, and share so we hit that 100K today. Let's see what this young lady got to say.
You are not.
This, our elder has to say. Our library has to say.
African American. Yeah, I said it, but before you run to the comment section, let me explain.
It's hot.
Because by the end of this, you will have a completely new perspective about the term African American. If you're new here, we just don't make claims without backing them up with evidence. So there are three big reasons why I can confidently say you're not African American. But before I tell you, let's just use a little common sense. Let's just say you look at the state of America and you think, I'm done with this. I'm going back to my roots. So you take a little DNA test and book a one-way flight to the country with the largest percentage of your DNA. But when you hop off the plane and set foot in that African country, you realize that that DNA test did not give you one name or village for you to reach out to. Now, I'm sure that the African people in whatever country you choose to go to will be hospitable, but they will all tell you that you are not African. But what about the evidence? Because I did say we back up on claims around here. So here are the three reasons I can say with confidence that you are not African American. The third one's gonna mess you up the most. Number one, that DNA test you just took can't connect you to a single living person on that continent. And that's not a coincidence. You see, when Africans came among the indigenous people, all you had was what someone whispered to the next person before they died. My mother used to tell us that our grandfather used to say he was Cherokee, and I believed her, but she didn't have a document or a paper trail.
Yeah, we just go off our word, you know what I'm saying? And that's how we know our history, but it get lost in this day and time because of technology. People rely on digital footprints rather than mental ones.
Because they didn't give enslaved people paper trails. All they had was each other's word. And now the history books want you to believe their narrative instead of your own family tree. Number two, and this is where it starts to get crazy. They were already here. You see, when colonizers...
Nigga, I'm sweating like a motherfucker because it's... Oh shit, I hit mute? Hold on. Oh no, it's on my remote. I'm like, what the hell? My remote over. I hit that shit ever so slightly. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
You saw, and they said that
I gotta go back, son, so y'all can hear what she's saying.
Melanated people. Three books want you to believe their narrative instead of your own family tree. Number two, and this is where it starts to get crazy. They were already here. You see, when colonizers came over to the America,
we were here. Shout out to him for that video. But we was already here. We was right here over here with the Native Americans. We was right over here with the natives. We native to this bitch. That's why it's a pyramid over here. Cause we was building shit, bro. Wade, I'm gonna let her go. My bad, y'all.
came among the indigenous people.
I gotta let y'all learn.
Someone whispered to the next person before they died. My mother used to tell us that our grandfather used to say he was Cherokee, and I believed her. But she didn't have a document or a paper trail because they didn't give enslaved people paper trails. All they had was each other's word. And now the history books want you to believe their narrative instead of your own family tree. Number two, and this is where it starts to get crazy. They were already here. You see, when colonizers came over to the Americas, they wrote down what they saw. And they said that they saw dark-skinned, melanated people thriving on this land way before slavery. That's another theory. That's in their records. But here's what they don't teach you in school. In addition to bringing slaves from Africa, they also enslaved the indigenous people who were already here. So after the 250 plus years of slavery, our lineage became blended with some Africans and the indigenous people. Number three, colonizers changed our family's name, which helped confuse our lineage. When Africans arrived on this soil, slave traders renamed them and gave them their own European names and reclassified their lineage. Because when you see someone as property, you don't preserve their identity, you erase it and replace it with yours. They didn't just change what people were called, they deliberately changed family trees. So no one can easily trace back where they came from and who they actually were. Your last name right now might not be your ancestors' family name.
Yeah, cause my name is Conley, but my ancestors, it's kind of crazy. Hawkins, Conley, these are American names. I heard from my uncle that we wasn't in the slave trade. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta holler at my uncle about that. Like, matter of fact, we about to call him now. We're gonna call. Matter of fact, we're gonna look at this.
Might be the name of whoever they work for or the family they married into.
Okay, all right, yeah. What reunion? We just. Hey, reunion. Conley / Yeah, cause my nephew calling me and not calling me. He texted me. I know y'all like what you want, but I just went to my first family reunion on my family side, and on my family side, of course it's my family. But I went to my first family reunion. On my family, that was my family's, because I went to other people's family reunions. I never been to my own family reunion because my daddy's side of the family, we not as close as, you know, you would see a family on TV or some shit. Or you would see, if you seen Poetic Justice and you seen that scene where they was at that family reunion, we didn't have a family reunion like that. And it was a little different than any other reunion I've been to, because I've been to a reunion down south with the people that essentially adopted me when I was younger, and it was just like the movie Poetic Justice, you know what I'm saying? But my reunion, it was at a hotel. We was separated. Y'all can get some of the footage on here on YouTube, but yeah, it was different, you know what I'm saying? And like she's saying about these names, my uncle said we was already here. But Conley and Hawkins, those are specific names that connect to certain people. I actually had to do some real deep research on that one. But we just had a Conley Hawkins reunion. Yeah, I'm letting my nephew know, because he didn't know last weekend. Yeah, last weekend. Yeah, he ain't even know about it. So, let me call my uncle, really, because we got to get this info. We got to get this info real quick. Let me let her say what she got to say. I'm going to go back.
Of your ancestors to make them forget who they are.
Exactly.
Are the children of their grandchildren.
So they forget. Where they came. And y'all listen.
What people were called, they deliberately changed family trees. So no one can easily trace back where they came from and who they actually were. Your last name right now might not be your ancestors' family name. It might be the name of whoever they work for or the family they
Whoever they
married
work
into.
for.
They renamed and reclassified many of your ancestors to make them forget who they are. And
Yeah, I gotta remember exactly what she said right there, so I can tell it to my uncle, like, nigga, like, hey, unc, like, you say we was here already, but did our names get reclassified? Because obviously we got, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, let me put it on speaker. What's up, though, Unc? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
What'd you say?
This damn house getting away from that fucking heat shit.
Oh yeah, I'm in the house away from the heat. But I was up there, I was making this video, you know, the history behind the term African American, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're not African American because we're not from two continents at the same time. But I was looking at something where they was talking about the last names and stuff. Obviously, we named after certain things, but one day we was talking about how our people was already here. They was indigenous to the land. How did they name the last name become Forrest Conley? That's more of an Irish last name.
It is Irish last name,
Yeah.
and it came because the owners of the slaves' last name was Conley.
Okay. Oh, I thought we was indigenous already here though.
No, in some cases, yes.
Some
You got
cases.
to remember too, Armand, that hold on 1 minute.
All right.
This right quick.
All right, Unc, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'll wait.
You got to remember that a lot of the black people were here with the Indians.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
Now you got to remember, we came from Africa. From Africa. That's where they took us from.
Oh yeah, I understand that, but like we also had black people that were already here. So yeah, that was already indigenous to the land. So the Indian, the natives.
They're called the Moors. They're called Moors.
Moors. Yeah, I know about the Moors. I know about the Moors. So
those are the ones that were here.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, like because obviously we built pyramids over here. We built pyramids over there. We already put a footnote on every corner of the earth. So we've been here. So I was asking you, far as history goes back, how did the name Conley come about? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we went through whatever had happened in the 1600s, where white people actually existed. You know what I'm saying? Because before then, white people wasn't a thing. It was, just different nations. And Italians went at Italians, Italians went at Romans, all that. They was killing each other. Then eventually, they focused their attention on creating something to divide everybody and conquer.
And that's what they did. They divided and conquered us.
Exactly.
You're exactly right.
Exactly. Because it was indentured servants and it was slaves back then. So,
but you got to look at too. The darker you were, you stayed in the field. The lighter you were, you stayed in the house.
Yeah, that goes into the colorism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which came later once they start, obviously fornicating with the slaves, and and they became lighter, and they gave them better treatment because they came closer to resemblance to them. So I understand that. The whole thing that I just wanted to, I know how deep.
How did we get that name?
Yeah, how far back it goes, you know what I'm saying, until we got that name. Cause I know you showed me.
James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones was your cousin.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. James Earl Jones' mother was a Conley.
Okay.
Okay. So he was born in 11, something like that.
Okay.
And so my cousin Ellen has all that information.
All the information. Okay.
Yeah, she has all that information.
Okay.
From who his mother was, who his daddy was, all that.
Okay.
Got all the information on us, on who we are, and where we came from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Like you said, it goes back to the 1600s. She goes back that far.
That's great. That's what I'm saying. Like I know some people was over. Some of our people was over here. You said they was indigenous to this land, so I'm just like, you know, when did these settlers come in? Because obviously you said the blacksmith company. Our people back then was well off because there was blacksmiths and nurses and stuff.
Right.
I remember that specific.
Right. That's your great grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
That was a blacksmith, and his father was a blacksmith, and his father before him was a blacksmith, and his father before him was a blacksmith.
Okay.
My mother was a nurse.
It's a possibility that the last name Conley came from his work as a blacksmith, because
no.
Listen. Oh, it was already
Hawkins.
That's Hawkins family.
That's your mother's side. That's on your grandmother's side.
Grandma's side. Okay. All right.
Now the Conleys is your granddaddy's side.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, that's your granddaddy's side.
All right.
So your grandmother is a Hawkins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and her father was a blacksmith and her mother was a nurse.
Okay.
And so your grandmother, she came here on a scholarship to Wayne State University.
Okay.
Okay.
And what year was that?
That was 1947.
You say 1927, 1947?
47, yeah.
47, okay.
Yeah. She had to be about 18, I guess. Yeah, about 18 about that time. And she went to Wayne State. And as she met your grandfather, that was it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. So we gotta get back to the question. Well, we can't get back to it because we don't know actually how it came about. That's why I really was calling for to, you know, see where it came from, because I'm looking at a video right now reacting to it. You know, obviously it's a lot of things that I know that she's saying in this video, but it's a possibility the Conley name came from a European they worked for. It don't necessarily.
Right. But you know, they used to spell Conley, C-O-N-L-E-Y. It's
C-O-N-N-E-E. I mean E-L-L. You know, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, but they still spell it the same as some. You know, some of our people still spell it that way.
Yeah, it's like
because that came from white people owning some of the black slaves. That's why we get the Conley name.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But like you said, it's Irish. Yeah, it is Irish. No, my daddy said he ain't never heard no damn black Irish.
but it's been rich.
Your granddad is shit. Black Irish shit. Get out of here.
It's been recently discovered that most Irish have black. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black blood in them. So that was a couple years ago. But yeah, that was great. That's why I called. For the most part, shit, I'm gonna call you much more. But what y'all got up for the 4th?
But I'm gonna be here at the house. You want to come over? You come and get you something to eat.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
You know your uncle cook. You come over to bring your ass to here and eat shit. You know, if I can't do nothing else for you, I'm gonna feed you shit.
All right, then. Love you, man. Thanks for the history lesson.
You too, man. All right, you can make sure you come over. Uncle will be glad to see you.
All right, for sure. Much love.
All right, I love you too.
All right.
Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. Way past the norm, Norman, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses that comfort them when torment snoring. Like you in your own home with a home phone. I'm more like E.T., got a phone home past the moon. It's not a movie, I'm about to fly past it soon. Spiritually, I roam alone. Physically, I'm eating off of flesh.